What's up, everybody? Extramillion here once again with the 8th episode of Totally Sick Bioshock 2 Edition. This time we're running through Outer Persephone. Persephone is the prison of Rapture. And you know you're pretty fucked up when you have to be sent to the prison of an underwater secret city that no one really knows exists. This level, as you can see, is not very long. There's pretty much only one major fight that happens, and that's between you get double-teamed by two big sisters, and then the rest of it is pretty much just story, including a amusing area where you get to play as a little sister.
I'm trapped in a cage. Something's wrong.
And just in case you didn't know that there was a fight about to go down, you'll notice when we walk into the room that you do fight the two big sisters that it's a wide open room, and it's got pretty much every vending machine that we've seen so far in it. It's got an ammo bandito, a vending machine, a health station, you know, so it just screams like there's a fight about to go down. If you didn't know, the fight doesn't actually start until you run up and flip this switch, so you have ample time to set up tripwires and proximity mines and all that.
This is business. Get that cage open.
This fight is not actually as hard as you might think it is. Even though this room is very wide open, as long as you have just a bunch of money, you can just bore into them until one of them dies, then just bore into the next one. I take out my research camera, not really to get any more research, because since there's only two left, I'll only get up to the 3rd level, not the 4th, which I would like to do, since that gives me a drill vampire. But since I haven't researched them, the camera will make them glow gold, which basically just makes them easier to see in this little area. So here we go. Fight starts. And then that's pretty much it. You just run up to them and then start drilling them, and then they freeze. When I said I wanted 2 girls at once, this isn't what I had in mind. Oh yeah, and then when I killed the first big sister, we get into some sort of epic, like, DBZ clash, and she, like, explodes away from me, which is pretty awesome looking. So, of course, go down by more drill fuel, and get a gurney thrown at me. Luckily, the other big sister seems to be stuck down there for whatever reason, after she got electrocuted. Blam! Blasted apart. So that one's dead. And that one's dead. So that's pretty much it. That's the only real fight that you'll get into on this level.
Hurry now! Quarantine chamber's waiting on you. Get in there!
And then you basically just walk into the little quarantine area, and a story event happens, and then Delta is kidnapped. So it turns out Sophia Lamb was sitting in there the whole time. Eleanor, the reason she doesn't get up is because she's apparently in a coma, even though she's up and moving around. But she's communicating with you telepathically throughout the game, obviously. Sophia tells Delta that if Eleanor is brought close enough to death, then their link will be severed and Delta will slowly die, just like Code Yellow from the first game. So as you can see here, they're explaining the backstory. Basically, the little sisters took some of his genetic material and just, like, shot it into a Vita-Chamber, which says to me that as long as you keep, I don't know, somebody's, like, fingernail or one of their big toes or something, that you can just kind of throw that into a Vita-Chamber and then a whole person will be reconstituted from it. But I guess we shouldn't expect a whole lot of realism out of a game where you can shoot hornets out of your hands.
The girl lying on that bed is no longer my child, nor my life's work. She is a monster, shaped by you.
Interestingly, you can see behind Sophia there that there looks to be like a Vita-Chamber back there, but if you die in this level, you don't come back in that one.
Of your mutual bond, she failed to account for. Your body was designed to lapse into a coma when her heart ceases to beat. Eleanor, forgive me.
So they both go down, then you pass out, and then you wind up strapped to a chair. Apparently, if you die as a result of the bond being severed, you'll die for good. So Sophia Lamb instructs all the people that are guarding you not to actually kill you due to physical trauma, which would just have you come back to life at a Vita-Chamber, which I guess is some bullshit that they pulled right out of their ass. But whatever.
Father, it's me, Eleanor. I'm so sorry. Mother stopped my heart long enough to sever our bond. Staying near me won't stop you from
I think that's one of the issues that you have with things like
but I can still help
instant
you
immortality, bring people back to life machines, or any movie that has to do with time travel. You kind of have to invent these incredibly silly rules as to why you can't just use them all the time. So, yeah, now you're playing as a little sister. Which is kind of cool, because this gives you the ability to see what little sisters see. So this is how they see the world. It's all pristine and nice, and
I know this feels a bit strange, Father.
they don't see dead bodies, but they're angels, like people are just sleeping. And all the splicers don't look all fucked up. They have, like, masquerade outfits on.
First, let's get you out of here.
The gist of this part is that you're supposed to be wandering around collecting the 3 parts to a big sister outfit, so that Eleanor can put it on and she can fight beside you.
Find a way to slip in there.
And you can also collect some money and first aid kits. And you can actually harvest some Adam from 3 bodies, which I do for no real reason. I mean, I have way more Adam now than I need to, but... This is also where you'll get to see, there will be 3 statues that depict events from the game, which are the 3 NPCs, and depending on how you've dealt with them, will be represented by the statues. Like if you save Gloria, you'll be like holding her, but then, as you can see there, that one's from Gil Alexander, is you fighting like a serpent. If you save him, it shows you pulling him out of the mouth of the serpent.
To me.
I'm not sure where the little sister puts that, since they don't look like they have any pockets.
There's a piece of the suit in here, Father. Find the rest and bring them back to me. Years, Father. Stuck
this
in
is a little side room. You don't
This
have to actually go in
fever
here,
dream.
but there's another Adam corpse in here and some money.
In order to perfect my mind with Adam. To her, the ideal child is a genius, serving the common good without
Oh, I should also
questioning
mention,
it.
I didn't say it in the previous video, but at the very beginning of the previous video, I picked up a tonic called Damage Research, which functions exactly like the one from the first game. So, any enemy that you've researched, you get damage bonuses on. There's the one of Stanley. So we have the second piece, now we just need to go find the last one and then we'll be done.
The other sisters are made from me, in part. As they grow up in rapture, I feel it all. When you were with the little ones, they trusted you as their father, because of me.
So we'll go in here, get the weapons. So now we have all 3 pieces, and we just basically need to make our way back to Eleanor
Mother was right about
so
one
that she can
thing.
put them on.
I have been watching you, Father.
Giving
Studying the
all of
way
these
you
to
have treated
Eleanor, she
others.
will give you the
now
last
I know
plasmid
who
that you'll get in the
I
game.
am.
Also, if you haven't bought the last plasmid slot, she gives you that for free, so that's a easy way to save Adam.
No matter
But the plasma that she gives you is
Just
called,
as you
appropriately
have.
enough, Summon
My
Eleanor,
sisters
and when you
trusted
throw
you.
it, it consumes
You
1
took
entire
what you
bar of
needed
Eve, and there is no way to
and
reduce
disposed
that,
of
not
them.
with Eve Saver or
And
Drill
I
Specialist or
helped
anything.
everyone.
But it basically is a spawn a big sister button for about 3 minutes. So you spawn her and she looks like that, and she has the exact same AI routine and attack as a big sister. So it's pretty much, I mean, as soon as you pick it up, they could just roll the credits, because there's nobody that can really stand in your way now. And of course, if you're evil, then she's evil.
That is much
So she
better.
harvests the
Ready
little
now.
sister to gain Adam. So then she busts you out, and then you have to go basically take off in
These suits
Sinclair's
always did
escape pod
remind me of
in
you,
the next
Father.
level.
The skin of a born survivor. And now I'm ready to fight at your side. Mother doesn't stand a chance. Take this plasmid. You can use it to call me to your side in a fight.
So you basically just wander back to the room you fought the big sisters in, and then you fight a couple more enemies, a few lead heads and a brute splicer. So we'll just get a bit more research on the brute splicer. This level and the next level are the last ones that these guys actually appear on. I'm waiting for him to unfreeze so that I can hit him one more time, because it seems like if you hit enemies while they're frozen, you don't get nearly as much. What now? I'm doing some sort of like weird jig there at the end.
Hear me.
You don't get
You
nearly
have
as much
stolen my life's
research if you
work.
kill them while they're frozen.
And with it, my only daughter. But Rapture is the house of monsters. The surface will not have us. And now, we shall be buried.
So
as
Lamb
a
sets
family.
off a series of bombs that are going to be like the
Side by
self-destruct, and
side.
basically just take this whole place down with you, since she knows that she can't win.
Oh,
So you
God.
basically just have to
She's
escape through the
going to
prison to
drop
the
this
lifeboat,
building
like I
into
already
the
said.
trench. It's miles deep. We have to find Sinclair.
And that is it for this level, and I will see you guys on the last level, level 9, Inner Persephone.